Money isn't hard to make. It's just impossible to keep when you treat it like a confused Tinder date. Every time it shows interest, you ghost it. Every time it runs away, you chase it with bad investments and emotional purchases. Fact number 1. The "I'll start saving when I make more" illusion. This is the financial version of "I'll start going to the gym on Monday." You keep waiting for the perfect income level to become responsible, like discipline magically appears with a raise. Spoiler, it doesn't. When you make more, you just upgrade your chaos. The $5 coffee habit becomes a $500 gadget habit. The logic stays the same, only the receipts get longer. Economists call it lifestyle inflation. I call it financial puberty that never ends. You tell yourself, once I earn 6 figures, I'll finally save. Then you earn 6 figures, and somehow you're still broke, but now your dog wears designer boots. The truth is brutal. If you can't save $10 from $100, you won't save $1,000 from $10,000. You don't need more money, you need less delusion. Fact number 2. The smart debt delusion. Ah yes, the modern classic, convincing yourself that debt can be strategic. You tell people, it's not bad debt, it's leverage, as if calling your credit card balance an asset makes it any less predatory. You read one motivational tweet about using other people's money, and suddenly you think you're Warren Buffett with a gym membership. But here's the dark comedy. You're not leveraging, you're borrowing future exhaustion. You're paying interest on last year's serotonin. That new car wasn't an investment. It was a $40,000 ego subscription with monthly updates. And every time you swipe that smart card, you're basically time traveling, sending your future self a bill for your present stupidity. Financial advisors will tell you debt is a tool. Sure, and a chainsaw is technically a tool too. But maybe, just maybe, don't juggle it blindfolded while standing on your savings account. Fact number 3. The budget as a suggestion syndrome. Here's how most people treat a budget. Like a diet, they start on Monday and forget by lunch. You make a beautiful spreadsheet, color-coded, maybe even with cute little pie charts, and then you immediately start negotiating with yourself like a corrupt politician. Technically, sushi is self-care, not dining out. That $300 impulse buy was an investment in happiness. No, it was retail therapy disguised as personal growth. Most people don't have budgets. They have wish lists written in Excel. The moment reality shows up, your monthly spending plan turns into a confession log. You don't need another budgeting app. You need a financial babysitter who slaps your phone out of your hand when you open Amazon. A real budget doesn't care about your feelings. It's not there to comfort you. It's there to expose the difference between who you think you are and how much you actually spend on takeout and emotional damage. Fact number 4. The "I deserve it" trap. This one's the silent killer of every bank account that ever tried to get its life together. You've had a hard week, your boss is awful, your cat ignored you again, so you whisper the 4 most expensive words in the English language: "I deserve it." Suddenly your card is full, your wallet's empty, and your serotonin boost expires faster than the store receipt. This is the financial equivalent of eating cake to celebrate starting a diet. Marketers love this phrase. It's the perfect mix of ego, exhaustion, and denial. They don't need to sell products anymore. They just need to sell validation. And you keep buying it, one dopamine hit at a time. Every unnecessary purchase becomes a tiny therapy session that ends with regret and interest payments. Let's be clear, you don't deserve the $400 sneakers. You deserve financial stability and a good night's sleep. But sure, enjoy those shoes while your credit score limps home barefoot. Fact number 5. The future me will figure it out. Fantasy. Ah, the world's favorite financial strategy. Outsourcing responsibility to your imaginary, more successful future self. You know, that version of you who wakes up early, does yoga, files taxes on time, and somehow has a 780 credit score. Meanwhile, present you is eating instant noodles and Googling, can you overdraft twice in one day? Every time you postpone a decision, savings, insurance, retirement, you're basically leaving little financial landmines for future you to step on. And the best part? You actually believe you'll be smarter later, as if wisdom just arrives with wrinkles. Spoiler, future you isn't rich, they're just older and tired of cleaning up your mess. You keep saying, "I'll start investing next year." Guess what? Next year you'll say it again, but with worse posture. The only person who can save you is the one currently pretending they'll do it later. Fact number 6. The "I'll just wing it" wealth plan. Some people have a retirement plan. Others have vibes. You know the type. They treat their finances like a Netflix series. No outline, no plan, just hoping the ending makes sense somehow. They say things like, "I'm not worried, I'll figure it out." Translation: I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I'm counting on luck, caffeine, and delusion to carry me through. These are the same people who think checking their account balance counts as budgeting. Spoiler: winging it only works for karaoke, not compound interest. You wouldn't build a house without blueprints, but apparently building a life without one is fine. It's wild. People will spend 40 hours a week working for money and 0 hours learning how to keep it. Then they act shocked when their savings account looks like a drought zone. Here's the truth: money doesn't reward confidence, it rewards competence. And winging it is just financial slang for flying directly into debt. Fact number 7. The "it's only money" mental gymnastics. You've heard it. That smug little phrase people drop right before doing something financially suicidal. It's only money. Yeah, and the Titanic was only a boat. This is the mantra of people who mistake denial for enlightenment. They'll drop $200 on brunch, but panic over a $50 bill because it's unexpected. They call it living in the moment, but really it's just high-budget procrastination. Saying it's only money is how people justify buying nonsense while ignoring rent due in 48 hours. And somehow it always sounds noble, like they've ascended beyond materialism while standing in line for the newest iPhone. Here's the truth: money might not buy happiness, but being broke sure rents misery by the hour. So no, it's not just money. It's food, freedom, and the ability to not cry in front of an ATM at midnight. Fact number 8. The fake rich performance art. Welcome to the modern circus of financial cosplay, where everyone's rich on Instagram and bankrupt in real life. You know the look: rented car, borrowed watch, and a motivational quote about grind culture written from a coffee shop they can't afford. This is the economy of illusion, where clout is currency and debt is the dress code. People don't want to be wealthy anymore. They just want to look like it long enough to get validation online. And it's working, at least until Visa sends the season finale. Studies show a shocking number of luxury lifestyle posts are literally financed on credit. Translation: people are going broke trying to impress strangers who are also pretending to be rich. It's like a pyramid scheme of insecurity. Real wealth whispers. Fake wealth screams, usually from someone holding a car key they don't own next to a Lamborghini that does belong to someone, but not them. Fact number 9. The financial FOMO epidemic. Nothing drains your wallet faster than your ego trying to keep up with other people's highlight reels. You scroll through social media, see your friend in Bali, and suddenly you're booking a spontaneous trip, financed entirely by MasterCard in denial. You don't even like the beach. You just can't stand feeling like the only broke person with Wi-Fi. This is the disease of our time: financial fear of missing out. You're not living, you're competing. Competing to prove you're not losing, even if it means you literally are. You tell yourself it's networking or investing in experiences, but deep down, you know it's just emotional spending with better filters. The irony? The people you're trying to impress are probably doing the same thing, drowning in debt while pretending to float on vacation. It's not a lifestyle, it's a group delusion with frequent flyer miles. Fact number 10. The one big break. Myth: everyone thinks they're one lucky moment away from never worrying about money again. The raise, the business idea, the crypto miracle. That's when life will start making sense. Except it never does, because the same mindset that got you broke will follow you into your next big break, like an unpaid intern of bad habits. You don't magically become disciplined because your paycheck got bigger. You just start losing zeros faster. People fantasize about success because it's easier than building systems. They dream about the call that changes everything while ignoring the calls from their bank. Here's the uncomfortable truth: if you can't manage scarcity, you'll mismanage abundance. The big break isn't coming to save you. You have to save you, preferably before your next sure thing investment turns into another cautionary Reddit post. Fact number 11. The "I'll learn about money later" lie. This one's a classic. The polite procrastination of personal finance. You say, I'll learn about investing when I have more money, which is like saying, I'll start swimming lessons once I'm drowning. Most people treat financial literacy like optional DLC for adulthood, a bonus skill you unlock after you've maxed out your credit limit. The truth? You're already investing, just badly. Every bad purchase, every unpaid bill, every accidental subscription is a lesson you're paying tuition for. But instead of reading about compound interest, you're compounding regret. The system isn't rigged, you're just refusing to read the instructions. Money rewards the people who understand it and quietly robs the ones who don't. And while you're waiting to get around to it, your ignorance is already charging interest. Spoiler, later never comes. It just gets more expensive. Fact number 12. The generational excuse. Game, here's one people love, blaming their parents, the economy, or their zodiac sign for their money problems. Well, my family never taught me about money. Cool, they also didn't teach you how to breathe, but you figured that out. Yes, the system's unfair. Yes, wages suck. But your Amazon cart doesn't care about inflation. It cares that you keep filling it. This isn't financial fatalism, it's financial escapism. The "I was never taught this" line is just a fancy way of saying, I'd rather stay broke than feel uncomfortable learning. Everyone starts ignorant. The difference is, some people stay that way because it's easier to blame than to build. The economy might be broken, but your DoorDash bill isn't helping. The real generational curse isn't poverty, it's refusing to outgrow your excuses. Fact number 13. The "I work hard, I deserve to spend." Delusion. This one's the financial equivalent of eating an entire cake because you went to the gym once. You grind all week, hate every second of it, then reward yourself by undoing all the progress in 24 hours of self-care. It's the emotional boomerang of capitalism. Work, suffer, splurge, repeat. You tell yourself you're enjoying life, but really, you're just renting comfort from Visa at 23% APR. Every payday turns into a hostage situation where your paycheck is rescued Friday and missing by Monday. The worst part? You don't even remember what you bought. Just a blur of dopamine and delivery fees. Working hard isn't the same as working smart. And if you spend like every day's a victory parade, don't be shocked when you run out of confetti and cash. Fact number 14. The "I'll be happy when I'm rich." Curse. This is the final boss of financial delusion. The belief that money will fix you. You imagine wealth as some magical emotional spa where all your anxiety gets massaged away by passive income. But here's the plot twist. If you're miserable when you're broke, you'll just be miserable with better furniture. Money amplifies who you already are. It doesn't rewrite the code. Broke people fantasize about yachts. Rich people cry on them. You keep thinking happiness is a purchase order away, but fulfillment doesn't come in prime shipping. You don't need more money to feel better. You need fewer financial hangovers. Real wealth isn't a number. It's peace of mind, paid in full. So which one of these financial self-sabotage moves are you guilty of? Be honest, your wallet already knows. Drop your worst money glitch in the comments, and let's see who's truly winning the Broke Olympics.